Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got quite a few things to go over. We have some new DLC rumors to take a look at for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and as well as that we have some new information to go over for the next Nintendo console as well. Plenty of things to break down though, so if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's take a look at the new DLC rumor for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Again, it was posted on 4chan, so as always, take it with a massive grain of salt. We're not sure if it's true or not. Most of the time it isn't. It doesn't really go into too much detail either. It just talks about the typings of the legendary and the baby Terrapago's name as well. So it's tweeted out by Light saying potential leak types of the legendaries from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's DLC and the name of baby Terrapago. So yeah, this is just the rumor here. Again, as you can see, not a very big rumor at all. It was posted on the 25th of June. And so Monkey Dory is apparently going to be Ice Poison. Okidogi is going to apparently be Fighting Poison. And Pheasantipity is apparently going to be Flying Poison. So yeah, I mean, we're kind of just guessing they're all going to be poison types just because of their ability, which allows them to have a chance of toxicking the Pokemon that they make contact with. It's obviously pretty broken. And Pheasantipity looks like it's going to be a flying poison type as well. We see it using Air Slash, and it's kind of a bird as well. So you put two together, it looks like a flying type. Again, it could be anything, but it looks like it's going to be flying poison. Monkey Dory and Okidogi still leave a bit to the imagination in terms of their typing, but they probably are both going to be poison as well. We know they're going to be dual typing because of what Riddler Q said. It just depends on what their other typing is going to be. Moving on, Ogerpon apparently being dark grass. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a grass type just simply because in the trailer we saw it had wooden feet, so it looks like a grass type anyway. The dark typing, I really hope it isn't, because dark grass is just an awful typing, like absolutely terrible, and I feel like a legendary shouldn't have that typing. I know we've obviously had like Zarude and stuff that's grass dark and whatever, but it's just such a bad typing. It just automatically makes the Pokemon super weak unless it has like a really good ability to go along with it, but in the most cases it doesn't. But yeah, Ogerpon apparently going to be dark grass. I still think it's going to be pure grass, and I think it's going to use the masks that are going to be throughout the teal mask to change its secondary typing, personally. And then we have Terrapint or Terrapint, which is apparently the name of the new baby Terrapago's Pokemon, and it's going to be a normal rock type. And then we also have Terrapagos, which is apparently also going to be normal rock. So yeah, I don't know, Terrapint, Terrapin, I mean, it sounds like it could potentially be the name of the next, of that little Pokemon, but we actually have Light here as well saying, actually, Terrapin you can think is a trash name, but there is a turtle in Spanish, which is La Tortuga Pintada, I probably said that wrong, which equals the painted turtle in English. This turtle, due to its colonizing potential and constituting a serious threat to native species, habitats, or ecosystems, this species has been included in the Spanish catalogue of invasive alien species. As always, with a grain of salt. So, again, as always, as I've just said, just take it with a grain of salt. We don't know if it's true or not. I mean, usually these kind of like leaks, or rumors, should I say, they tend to be correct just because there's just barely any information. And we know there are people on 4chan that have posted correct leaks in the past. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see, but I hope it's not real. I don't really like the typings of these legendaries at all. I don't really want normal rock for Terrapagos, dark grass for Ogerpon I don't want, flying poison I think is a given, but even fighting poison and ice poison, I don't know. I think for me, Monkey Dory is probably going to be ghost poison, but that's just from the vibe that I get from it. But anyway, it's a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt. We're not sure if it's true or not. Moving on, we actually have some new updates for the next Nintendo console, though. We have this update here, and then we have a rumor to go over for it as well. So let's go over the actual information. So we have Nintendo rumors here tweeting out saying Activision CEO Bobby Kotick has shared Nintendo Switch successor information. So, following an email with Furukawa, he claimed the system will have a closer alignment to the PS4/Xbox. This information, or the Xbox One should I say, this info was shared to convince the FTC that the Call of Duty franchise will run natively on the system. So it was during the ongoing Microsoft FTC trial that Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick was called to the stand. He talked about Microsoft's recent deal to bring Call of Duty games to Nintendo consoles, revealing that he read about the agreement in the news. Even more notably, the Embottled CEO had some intriguing details to share about Nintendo's rumored Switch successor. After an email between Bobby and Nintendo president Furukawa was shown in court, Kotick shared that he expects the next Nintendo console specifications to have closer alignment to the PS4 and the Xbox One generation of consoles. So straight off the bat, this kind of upset a few people because we have a new Nintendo console coming out that is just going to be on the same kind of level as PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which came out years ago. Because obviously we already have the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X or whatever it's called. I don't know. I'm not really up to date with Xbox stuff. But either way, we have the new generation of consoles. Like PS4 and Xbox One are in the past. And so for the new Nintendo console to have the same specifications or around the same specifications as consoles that came out like years and years and years ago, it just feels like Nintendo is behind. You also have to take into account, though, the fact that the Nintendo Switch is not just a console. You know, it's also handheld as well. Which is what, like, you gotta imagine having a handheld console which has the power of a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One is pretty impressive. You know, with a normal console, like, okay, fair play, if it was just the Switch and it didn't have handheld, then yeah, it would be pretty underwhelming. But I'm guessing this means that we're gonna have the same sort of, like, situation with the Switch successor, whereas it's like a console and also a handheld console at the same time. And so if that is the case, you kind of have to understand that, yeah, it sucks that obviously the console isn't on the same specifications as the PS5 and the Xbox One, Xbox Series X, but at the same time, with having the handheld console as well, like having a PlayStation 4 kind of specification sort of console in your hand is pretty impressive. So yeah, I mean, this is just kind of something to take into consideration, but I don't think it's something to get like really upset about. I think it's fine. We're gonna have 60 FPS, which is going to be obviously a massive boost for Nintendo. And I mean, Nintendo console, the graphics aren't always, that's not what Nintendo's known for. Obviously it's nice to have good graphics and stuff, but they're not known for that. They're known for like being innovative and stuff like that. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with the console, but yeah, apparently it's going to have around the same specs as the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Let's go on to the rumor though, and this is quite exciting if this is true. The dev kits for the Switch successor are being sent out, which means that an announcement could be quite close for the next Nintendo console. So this was posted on Go Nintendo, saying it's likely going to be a considerable amount of time before we can hear any concrete information on what the Switch's successor will offer in any regard. While we wait for those details to come in, you can probably guess how things will go. Rumors are going to pop up here and there, leaving us to speculate on what's really going on. Looks like we're kicking off those rumors today. So roughly 3 years back, a leaker named Nash Weedle took to Twitter to mention rumors of the Metroid series returning. They had heard that the project was going to be a 2D Metroid and suspected that it could be Metroid Dread. As we all know now, Metroid Dread did indeed make its way to the Switch, so at least this leak has at least some credibility. Fast forward to 2023, and the same leaker has shared some interesting information once again. According to them, at least one dev kit for the Switch successor has made its way out into the wild. Furthermore, the leaker claims that a Spanish studio is the one that received the dev kit. You might recall that Mercury Steam is the team that handled Metroid Dread, and they happen to be located in Spain. There's no doubt Nintendo wants to work with Mercury Steam again, following the critical and sales success of Metroid Dread. It wouldn't be hard at all to believe that Nintendo would send them an early dev kit for the Switch's successor, but if that's true, Nintendo is going to be absolutely livid that word leaked out. Again, this is all rumors and speculation at this point, so take it with a grain of salt. So yeah, basically some credibility with the leaker because they have got these things right in the past, but it looks like the dev kits are potentially being sent out to different companies and stuff to obviously like work with so they can sort their next games out for it. Again, I still think we're going to get an announcement in September in the direct that we're going to get in September. Because I just feel like we need something now because we're getting all these rumors, all these actual pieces of information as well that are legit, and still no word from Nintendo themselves about this next Nintendo console. So we'll have to wait and see, but yeah, hopefully we're closer to getting some sort of information about this console. I'm excited for it, man. I can't wait to be playing like 60 FPS Nintendo games and stuff. It's going to be great. And I just want to see what the console looks like as well. I'm really hoping it's like just a better version of the Switch. That's all they really need to do. Like, the Switch is perfect, obviously one of the best selling consoles of all time. Just make a better version of it. Like, I get the fact that Nintendo like thinking outside the box and that is how the Switch was created, but I think for the next console they just need to make a better Switch, and I think that looks like the case. But again, they could just completely do a U-turn and just change it and make something completely different. But anyway, that's all the latest information for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. It's trying to hit 500 likes. Leave a comment. What are your thoughts on this rumor here? What are your thoughts on the typings? Would you like them to be these typings, or do you think it's just definitely shouldn't be a thing? And what are your thoughts on the next Nintendo console? Do you have any thoughts on the same specifications for the next Nintendo console as the PS4 and the Xbox One? And also, when do you think we're going to get some sort of concrete information from Nintendo themselves about this next console? That's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell, and until next time,